Okay, so for anyone that's watching this back on the replay, I do have to apologize. It's going to be echoey in here. Um, but this live stream is basically to explain what has been going on. So I've done a few community posts, I've done a few other posts, and people have been private messaging me on various social media asking what is actually happening. And I put out a poll whether I should do a live stream to explain that to you, or whether I should just wait and do a video. And the highest number of votes went to do a live stream. Now you'll have to forgive me. I am very, very tired, and I'm going to try and make this live stream as quick as possible. So, yes, again, forgive me for the echoey audio, but we got quite a lot to discuss and fit it in a short time. I think what I'll do, I'll give it just a minute, just to see if people will join. You'll have to let me know if my signal is holding up okay, and if you can actually hear me with the echoey background. If you could pop a comment in on the side just to let me know if connection's holding, and so on and so forth, because this location that I'm in right now is not a location that you guys have seen before, which is a big giveaway as to what's going on. So just checking that that works. Someone can pop me just a simple comment, please, just to let me know if this is working. I can see we have some viewers. I know not all of you can access a chat very quickly, but if someone could just let me know, because the internet signal here is a little bit strange, and although I'm using mobile data, I am confined in a small space right now, so I don't know if it'll work. If not, we're just going to give it another 2-3 minutes, and in 2-3 minutes time I'll explain everything that's going on, so just bear with me a moment. Okay, my comments have all appeared at once. Okay, so it looks like there's a delay in me receiving comments, so that might be why, because literally I've just gained about 7-8 comments all in one go. So thanks everyone for coming along. Okay, right, I don't think we need to wait much longer, so I'm just going to get straight into it now. I see more and more people are joining, so I'll start off with life things, then we'll move on to what's going on with the actual realm, and then we'll finish this chat off with a little bit of BTS discussion. So life stuff, if you've got me on Facebook, you would have probably seen this, but if you don't, just to let you know, I am actually having another child. Not me personally, I'm a man, we can't do that, but yes, I'm having another daughter. So I have my current daughter, should I say, my eldest, Lexi, and I will be having another little girl soon, and I'm also taking on a little boy as well. So I've gone from one child to 3 children, or 2 and 1 cooking, in a very short amount of time. So my daughter is due in the middle of August, which means I still will be attending BTS this year, just to answer that question now. So yeah, that was kind of a bit of a shock to the system. It wasn't a planned child, but you know, these things happen, and they happen for a reason. So that's why I've been kind of very busy and out of the scenes for a bit. All the videos you have been seeing were actually, all the way up until what you last saw, have all been pre-recorded back in February and March of this year. So literally every video, apart from my Reboot Wednesdays, which are obviously from years ago, everything else you've seen has been pre-recorded, because I have been very, very busy. Okay, so let's get into the more interesting part for you guys then. So and thank you to everyone that's commented, and thank you for the congratulations. The realm that we have had in the last 2 years, the one that we built up all the shelving racks, we stuck on the LED lighting. The realm that you are used to seeing is now gone, completely, utterly gone. I have no access to that house at all anymore. Another reason why I've been incredibly busy. I haven't been replying to comments and things because I'm just on the go all the time. So I do read them, I do appreciate them, but I apologise that I haven't been replying to everybody. I didn't choose to move, so the landlords of the property decided to sell the property. I am in no financial position to purchase a property or get a deposit for one, so I had to move. Now, my house was large, and it was also quite cheap for what it was. So where you saw the round was the master bedroom. It had an ensuite on it. I was allowed to use that room out of the people I was living with because of all the animals that I kept. Now, houses of the same size of that one in the market were going for over £500 more than my current place just in rent per month. So for me to get the same size house, I would have had to have found an extra £500 just to own something the same size as what I already had. So it wasn't going to work. So instead, I've moved to a much smaller property. I currently don't have a bedroom in this property. The two people I live with have a bedroom. I sleep in the front room, and when my daughter stays, she sleeps in the front room. I sleep in the kitchen, which is actually quite funny. So what has been going on with the animals? How are we going to keep this going? Well, you don't need to worry. The channel is still going to continue. The animals are still going to continue, but ever so slightly differently. So this house, the landlords of this small property have allowed me to keep the stick insects. So the stick insects are being still kept here. We've got a little bit on the landing that gives me enough space for 6 large stick insect enclosures plus a few small ones to the side. So we can still keep our average of 6 to 10 species at a time. So that part is no problem. Everything else has actually moved to baby mummy's house. So the mother of my child to be is Danielle. Now Danielle actually featured years and years ago on my channel. The realm before the one that you currently saw was actually in a house with Danielle, so I've lived with her before. This property is a 3-minute walk to Danielle's property. So all the rest of my animals are now living with her. So with them being just a 3-minute walk away, it's quite easy to film some stuff here and film some stuff there. But you've got to bear in mind she has a 2-year-old son and another baby on the way. So space is limited. But she has allowed me to keep the tarantulas I have in her room. Now she's not fond of spiders, so I am having to sell a bunch of them, but I'm allowed 2 slimmer shelving racks worth of spiders. So I will be selling a bunch off. We will still be getting some more to fill some of those slots from the ones that I've sold, kind of thing, but I'll no longer be keeping arboreals because the shelving space is not tall enough for adult arboreals. So the arboreals have to go. We'll just be keeping terrestrial spiders, and I'm still keeping all my slings. So I know slings grow, but they also take time to grow, and I will deal with that problem when it arises. Then you never know, we may find a way of more space. She may even start enjoying the spiders, in which case that's great. Now I will get to reading your comments that way even in a moment. I just want to finish off this part, especially if anyone wants to replay this video, just so that they understand. Now, although she isn't keen on spiders, you'll notice that I got very much into my isopod keeping. She is enjoying the keeping of isopods, which means there will be a big part of her house dedicated to isopod keeping, isopod breeding. So it's still pretty cool, right? It's still going to work. Just got the stick insects here, spiders, isopods at her, and anything miscellaneous, things like assassin bugs, things like that, beetles, will probably also be kept at hers. But at the moment, we're working out space. So her front room is a very large room. It's pretty much the same size as the realm was, so a nice big room. But obviously it's a family room and family comes first. Now her son is a active little boy and he is a climber. So we won't be keeping anything that's going to be a problem if it escapes in that room, meaning there'll be no tarantulas being kept in her front room. That's why most of that front room will be dedicated to isopods. We may also move on to things like millipedes and various other things that are pretty much safe, within reason safe, if they escape, you know, to get them, put them back in. I know there are still risks, but we're going to keep everything on higher shelves as well. We don't need to get into all the details of that. But all in all, yes, the realm is gone, but we are kind of split it into. And I think that will be an exciting thing still. It's a new chapter of my life. I'll obviously have less time. I've got to be a lot more family orientated with 3 kids instead of 1, but I'm still going to do my best. So before we get on to the BTS chat, I've just lost my train of thought there. Hang on a moment, bear with me. You can tell I'm tired. I've basically been doing three houses at once. So cleaning the old house. So I only lost the old house of the realm on Wednesday. Wednesday was the final day we get the keys back. So all that time has been cleaning that house, setting up this new house. And I've also been doing up Danielle's house because she is not in a financially great place. So I've been putting what I can into her home to make it a lovely family home, but also find myself a filming corner in there and setting up bits and bobs in there. That's what I was going to get at. I remember now. What I am going to say to you now, my disciples of the realm already know this. My patrons already know this. My patrons have been knowing what's going on for a while. That's a privilege of being a patron. Basically, they have a private chat with me and we talk pretty much daily, so they all know what's happening. When I go to BTS, which we'll get onto in a minute, there is a video already due out the day of the BTS, which is a tarantula feeding video. I will be doing show footage, hopefully video, and I will be doing a pickups video for BTS. After I have done those videos, I am going to take a further break from YouTube just for probably 2 weeks, maybe 3, trying to try and keep it to 2. And the only reason for that is so that I can actually build that filming corner at Danielle's, because I need that comfortable place where I can film. Now, I also have to only film when the kids are in bed or when her son's at nursery, things like that. So I've still got to work out time frames. So in those few weeks off of YouTube, I'm going to continue on with that house and I'm going to see what works and what doesn't work. And I'm going to try some new style of filming as well that may work better for me with having a family around. So it's just a huge amount of changes that have been happening in these upcoming months. So yeah, quite a big. So yes, although I will be taking those couple of weeks off, please stay subscribed. You can also still private message me. I'll be available via PM on Facebook. You may get delays in replying, but I will be about. There'll probably also be a little bit of a break from the Reboot Wednesdays too, because I need to just be away from the computer and focusing on the house. If I'm trying to balance 2 things at once, the videos are going to be rushed, they're going to be annoying, they're going to be boring, and I'm going to be stressed, and they're things that we don't want. So there we go. That's that. So I'm just going to read a few of your comments. So we've had Bugrams Phase 3 mentioned here. So Phase 3, initially we were going to do a lot more things like live streaming. We were going to be building massive vivariums. Obviously, that can't happen now. When I suggested that, I didn't know I was losing my house. All the very large vivariums I've sold. They're gone because I do not have space for them anywhere. So the 7 Deadly Sins idea still going to happen, but it's going to happen differently at a smaller scale enclosure as well. So that's still going to happen, but it won't be the thing I'm going to BTS for now. So let's see what else you put. Yeah, so I didn't mean to actually click your comment then. Oh, go to my spots, yeah. No, some OPS, no. The Cambridge Eye is the hardest one for me to get rid of because I've had her since she was small. It's going to be difficult. Yes, massive thanks to Danielle for that. Oh, we've got Wally here. I didn't realise we had Wally here. Hello, mate. That's great. So, yeah, Wally, Supreme Gecko here. Fantastic YouTuber. You need to go and subscribe. I really mean that. The guy has taught me so much more. And as you know, I love to learn. So, yeah, massive shout out to you, my friend. So, in fact, let's put his comment up on the screen here. So this is the channel, and of course there's other channels in the house. Feel free to subscribe to each other. You know, we're all about sharing here. So okay, so let's talk BTS then. So for those of you that are not from the UK or don't understand, BTS is the British Tarantula Society, or we sometimes just say the British Tarantula Show when they're doing the exhibition. So British Tarantula Society exhibition, or British Tarantula Show. Society show, whatever you want to say. It's a massive expo trading area with vast amounts of tarantulas, but also various other creepy crawlies, because you haven't seen me do that. Well, I haven't actually done that in a long time because of pre-recorded videos. So yeah, so at the BTS I will be attending. I'm going up there on the 21st of May. I'm staying in the Holiday Inn on the 21st of May. I'm going to get myself blind drunk because I'm not going to get much chances to do that when the baby's here. So if you see me on the night before and I don't remember that I saw you, my apologies. I'm going to go and celebrate. I've got quite a few things to celebrate, in fact, on that night. And then on the 22nd, I will actually be at the BTS show. Now, there will be a bunch of potentially various phasmids that I'm going to be giving out to people, kind of a first come first serve. They may all go the night before because I'm going to have them in the hotel room, pass them around to people. So I do apologise if you wanted any off me, you attend the show and I don't have any left. I only have a limited supply and they will all be given away for free because I'm trying to promote the hobby. Anyone that does take phasmids off me for free, I only have one rule, and that rule is that your next generation, you pass at least some of those on for free to somebody else. The remainders, keep them, sell them, do what you like. But if you're having some free off me, you have to pass some of the next generation off for free too, whether that's the over or the nibs, however you want to work it, whatever suits you best. Ian's in the house. Hello, mate. Yeah, so then I will be there on the 22nd. Hugging all my friends that I haven't seen for so long. I have really missed you guys, like massively, absolutely massively. So it's going to be great. But what am I going to buy? Why am I going to a massive tarantula expo and I can't keep that many more tarantulas? Well, as I said, I'll be selling some, giving me a bit of space to buy some more. Some will be sold to make space, some will be sold because I can't keep them anymore, like the arboreals. So it's going to be totally dropped my phone. My apologies if anybody's ears are ringing after that. It's actually sat on a window handle. That may go again. I'll be as quick as I can so that it doesn't go again. I forgot where I was at. Oh yeah, so I'm only going to be picking up either slings or I'm going to be picking up tarantulas with a lot of meaning. Otherwise, there won't actually be any picked up at all. So we're going to have to wait and see. Obviously, I want to pick up some isopods, but we're going to base it on, there's no major isopod dealers there, but people will have them on the sidelines. And then we're going to look for some weird and wonderful things, bits and bobs. But I have no actual set plan now for what to get like I did initially, which is really strange because I'm actually going to be going there with a reasonable amount of money. I've been saving for this BTS for a while now. I've been putting little bits by ever since the lockdown, basically. And I had a little bit of money left over from the last show I attended, so that's gone into it too. So I'm going to have a decent amount of money saved for this show with no set goal in mind, which is pretty exciting because you guys are no longer going to have a clue what I come home with. I'm not going to have a clue what I go home with, and I just think it's going to be great fun. So yeah, this is pretty much the extent of my life. Having a baby, the realm is gone. It's now split into 2 houses, and I will be attending the BTS. But the major point I wanted to make of this one was that obviously after those 2 BTS videos come out to you, there will be those couple of weeks break. Doesn't mean I'm going anywhere, just means I need time to set up a filming area. Okay, so please bear with me. I know the channel doesn't do very well anymore since I had to remake it. I'm not too phased on that. Those of you that stick by me, I appreciate it. And there's still people coming from the old channel that didn't even realize that the old one was taken away or the old one died. So, you know, okay, right, try not to drop my phone now. We'll read some comments, but I'm not going to be much longer, guys, so I've got to get up for the school run tomorrow. Hello, how are you? Great to see you too. We've got a lot of people here. Thank you very much. Pea ponderosa, it's not a species I bothered keeping for very long, so I raised some nymphs to adults way before my YouTube days, and then I passed them on because at the time I didn't have the space for phasmids of that size. So I basically raised them up. Once they matured, I passed them on. So I don't have huge knowledge on the keeping of them, but I have done it, and I've done it successfully. As Wally says there, yeah, I get to make videos, not stuck on I have to make videos, exactly. And I don't, that's the whole point. Pretty much that's the whole point, bang on there. And I am excited to make them. I'm just not excited to make them while I'm in this situation of building the area back up. Thank you, Bobby, much appreciated. What have we got here? Heading down to France in the summer. Oh, my back. Sorry, 1 second. I'm going to have to hold my phone. Sorry, my back went a bit then. And you are looking for the centipede. Nice. Good luck with that. The top tarantula videos, you liked them, did you? See, I got a bit of backlash off those. I quite enjoyed making them. But yeah, I did. I got a bit of backlash off them because people were like, you shouldn't rate your pets. And I was like, I'm doing this off a personal level. Like, I'm not saying that these are good or bad. I'm saying them on a personal level. Like, the Reduncus, for example, I couldn't stand that bloody tarantula, so I gave it quite a low scoring. But that was me. That was my personal preference. Lots of people love Reduncus. Another thing scored a really high score. But if you like them, I'll certainly consider getting back into making those. You should film when you're at BTS. I will be filming the show footage because everyone likes to see a bit of show footage now and again. And I know a lot of people film it, but you get to see it from different perspectives. So that's pretty cool. I don't have early access this year. I could have had early access this year where I can enter the show before the customers and start filming there. But then I have to work the show, and I'm not working this time. This is a pure holiday for me. So it won't be maybe as good as it could have been had I been working, so I could set the camera up, film the cues, so on and so forth. But I'm still going to give it a bloody good go. You like the videos, those videos too? Good. I'll look back into making them if you want. It's no problem to me. I've still got the image files for my ratings on the computer, so. Oh, I'm sorry for your loss. All losses are horrible. All of them are horrible. I'm fighting at the minute with my Pandora. So if you have me on Facebook, you know I put up a lot of images, well, a few images of my Pandora. Not a very common phasmid in the hobby at all. And I've been having some deaths on them lately, which is annoying because I only count it as a success if I raise them to adult and they start laying. And they just started dropping at sub-adult and pre-sub-adult stage, which is just bizarre to me because normally nymphs of that size, you lose them very early on. And I did lose a few early on, but to be losing them this late in the stages is strange. And I'm wondering if it's the change in temperature, because it's getting a lot warmer here. We've had heat waves here, and that fluctuation might have been the reason. But I'm now left with 2 sub-adults, and I've got a funny feeling that they're just females, which is a pain. But I'm not 100% sure on that. I'm not 100% sure because it's my first time raising them. But so I know what it feels like to be having some losses. Top videos are opinionated, which I love. Everyone always got to have something to say. You are true to yourself, and that's why you have fun. Oh, thank you. That's really kind of you. It seems like you guys want them back. Ian's going to be working at BTS with his hangover. I will make sure that hangover is brutal because we need to have a drink together. Sorry, but it's going to happen. Hello very much. Hi, Kate. Hello very much, did I say? That's weird. I mean, hello. Thanks very much for joining. And hi to Kate too. How are you? Hope you're well. So I'm going to be cutting this off soon, guys, because I need to get to bed. My body clock's a bit messed up. My work shifts. I went from working late shifts for literally months to now doing a mixture of days and lates, and my shifts get earlier and earlier and earlier throughout the week. So I start off late, finish, then I get earlier, finish, and by the end I'm doing the complete opposite of a late shift, and it's mind-blowing. What is your favourite phasmid? That's like asking my favourite child. Actually, I tell you the truth, I do have a favourite, but it's not a favourite I've ever kept. So my dream species is the Uricantha horrida, which has been a lot of keepers' dream species for many, many, many years. I know people that have been trying to get them for 30 years of their life, but they have them now. So they are breeding now in Europe. I'm hoping at some point someone will trust me enough with some ova. But as I said, at the minute, it's just a couple or a handful of European breeders that are able to, that have successfully raised these to adults from wild caught ova. So we'll have to wait and see what happens there. But if I could get my hands on those, what are the things I would do to get my hands on those? Oh, you like my also house grasshopper videos? That's very cool. Yeah, some of the males are dying off in that one now, but they have had some. They have been laying. The females have been laying. Will you be doing signatures? Let me up your BTS, your bug out appearance. My second and a half of fame. So, if anyone doesn't realise what's been said here, the documentary you can see on Amazon Prime called Bug Out. I have about a second and a half clip in there, legitimate clip, as in I had to sign agreements and all sorts. It went on for months of them asking for the rights to that clip. They paid me for that clip. So yeah, I got a very short part in a documentary. So that's pretty cool. But I don't think anyone actually wants my signature, but I'll happily do photos. Oh, same back at you. Same back at you. I actually popped on your live stream, was it last night or something? But I was just about to go to bed by the time I got on there. So I thought, I'm not going to start a conversation because I'll be stuck here else. And I really needed to go to bed. Have I been on a long time? I've been on for half an hour on this live. Good night, my friend. Thank you for joining. I'm off to bed soon myself as well. I would show you around the house, but everyone else is asleep. So I'll show you this little hallway, shall I? So this is my back door. I'm not going to open it. There is a shared garden beneath. So I'm a top floor flat. There's another flat below. I've got a shared garden. I've never even seen the downstairs neighbour, but I've got plants and stuff out there. But that door is really loud when I open it, so I'm not going to. This is just a bathroom. No one needs to see a bathroom. And behind me, that leads to my kitchen. Behind the kitchen is a hallway. To the left be my front room. And then there'll be the 2 other bedrooms, but my daughter's asleep in the front room, so I'm not going to show you that. And the annoying thing about sleeping in the kitchen is there's no door on the kitchen, only a door from the back end of the kitchen, not the other end, which is why my live isn't being done in the kitchen, because everyone can hear me and I'll keep everybody awake. So it's a bit of a pain. Showing off his big stick. Yes, I was showing off my very big stick. Oh, they're talking about those phasmids I'm going to no longer be keeping for space reasons. I'm gutted. They have been an absolute pleasure, and I've got babies hatching right now. So Phrygonistia heusientuensis, one of the biggest species you can get in the hobby, and within the top 5 of the entire world. And I finally get another generation, and I have to give them up, but they will be going at BTS. I'm actually maybe passing them to Martin from Bugs UK for his park. So his zoo, pretty much. I call it a zoo. So he's got the Bugs UK park. I basically call it an invert zoo, a bug zoo, because I think they would be excellent additions for when the children come and visit and see really how big these stick insects can get. I haven't arranged this with him yet, but I'm hoping he'll take them. And when I go and visit, I can see my babies growing up and colonies continuing on and establishing, which would just be amazing. So I just got to hope and pray that he accepts them off me, because it really would be a great, I think it would be a great addition to the zoo. Thank you. I appreciate it. I did want you, but it's me. It's not that you'd be stuck talking to me. It's me. I'd be stuck. I'd be like, oh, I don't want to go now. I've spoke to Mitch. Yes. So Diana, if you missed the beginning, the realm is gone. The realm is dead. And hi, Darcy. So yes, I've moved house. So the realm is now split into 2 houses. Feel free to rewatch this. It will take a while before it gets uploaded to YouTube after this live, but when it is, it should be explained within the first 10 minutes or so of this live stream. So yeah, I've had to move house, not by choice, but the realm is split into 2 different houses now. So the stick insects are in this house, the tarantulas, isopods, and miscellaneous bugs are all at Danielle's house. And we'll try and feature Danielle in some of the videos, but being pregnant and hormonal, I don't think she wants to be on the camera right now. There's some lovely faces, lovely people who've been showing up here. It's really nice to see you all, but I am going to be cutting off now. Is there anything else anyone wants to ask before I go? Because I want to have one more quick cup of tea and get to sleep. Good night, Ian, mate. Thanks for coming along. I really appreciate it. And I can't wait to see you next week. So is there anyone else here that will be attending the BTS show? There's your pics. Well, the house, I will send you some, Darcy. Always happy to send you pictures. But I can't actually access most of the rooms right now because everyone's asleep except me. There's three people asleep in this house. But I will get you some pictures. I completely forgot. There's lots of people who said, oh, I'll send some pictures when I'm moving out. I just never got around to it. But it's just because I've been so busy. I spent most of my time actually at Danielle's house. I spent 4 or 5 days of last week at hers trying to rebuild things. I've been redecorating her bathroom. Today I've been redecorating her front room. Tried to lay some carpet, which I've never done before, so that was quite scary. Luckily it's only a small bit that I needed to lay, which I didn't quite finish before I had to leave, so I'm going to try and do that in the morning before I go to work. Yeah, cool, no worries, Mitch. not a problem at all. Is it your baby you spoke about? Yeah, so I've got, no, it's not my new baby. New baby's born in August. So the people asleep in here are some family members and my daughter, my eldest daughter. So I have a 11-year-old, nearly 12, and then I've taken on a 2-year-old boy. So he's not biologically mine, but I've taken him on, and then the new baby will be due 15th of August, which will be a little girl. Kate won't miss the BTS. Make sure you come and say hi. Handyman Sam, try to be. I'm not very manly, to be honest with you. I'm quite terrible at being a man. But look, my daughter got me this for my birthday. So my birthday was on the 5th of May. Best daddy in the galaxy. It's now my favourite mug. Very cute. I'll tell you what, I will show you something in my bathroom actually. Look at the size of this shower head. This came with the house, so it's not impressive compared to some people's, but it's a full rectangle. It feels like rain. You go in there, it actually just feels like you're being rained on. It's a bit weird actually, but it's not adjustable. It just kind of, you can't really do much with it. Awesome being a daddy again. Yeah, it is. It's scary though, because I didn't intend on having more. So it's been quite a big deal for me to wrap my head around it, but I'm positive about it now. Yes, I remember you saying on one of the live streams, Mitch, that you're not attending BTS. I'm gutted about that. I always love coming over and saying hello, but I will try and make other shows, but with the baby and trying to do up this house, it's going to be tricky, but we'll see what happens. Right, guys, I'm going to call it now. I didn't expect to be on for nearly 40 minutes, actually, so thank you for keeping me company. I didn't really expect anyone to come online, so I'm really, really grateful for it. Just remember, one of the key points of this live is don't panic when I disappear for a couple of weeks. You'll get a video you're not going to get a video this Sunday. This is instead of this Sunday, okay? So you're going to get nothing this Sunday. The week after, you are going to get a feeding video. Week after that, in theory, you should get show footage from BTS. Week after that, you should get pickups video from BTS. But then after that, you will not have anything for a couple of weeks while I get the other house sorted for filming. So just remember that point. I'm not going anywhere, just need some time. Yes, thank you everyone for joining. If I've oh, hi Michael, by the way. Anyone that I may have missed in the comments earlier, I do apologize. I just needed to kind of get it all out. If I have missed anyone, I'm sorry. Thank you for joining, and I will see you, or some of you at the BTS, and those that are attending, I will see you on my videos. Take care. Bye everyone. Thank you.